You're here. Brilliant.
怎样？这样子有什么好 brilliant？
I received your owl. What happened with Ominous?
I told him none of us will be able to avoid dark magic forever. So the more we know about Salazar Slytherin and the dark arts, the better prepared we'll be. Unfortunately, only a Gaunt knows the location of the Scriptorium's entrance, and Ominous won't tell me.
Perhaps I should have a chat with Ominous.
You? I suppose it's worth a try. But don't get your hopes up. Ominous is annoyingly stubborn. Nothing new. I know where he is. I'll lead you to him and then leave you to it. Come on.
啊，你跟你那个什么那个瞎子同学的争执，为什么要带
Keep
上
an
我？
eye out. Never know who's watching. Although that hasn't stopped us before.
Strictly speaking, it has. We were caught.
Damned poltergeist. Such a nuisance.
不要再立 flag 了啦，你们。
There he is. Good luck.
要我去说服他是不是？他对我的印象不是很好呢，我抢走他的朋友。
Hello, Ominous. Do you have a moment?
What is it? What have you and Sebastian been up to now?
I owe you an apology, Ominous. I wasn't honest with you before about the Undercroft. Sebastian did show it to me. He wanted me to have a safe place to practice some spells, to try and catch up to the other fifth years. He didn't think you'd mind.
I suppose that makes sense. It's just Sebastian's been pestering me lately about something and I'm frustrated with him.
Don't tell me he's still going on about, what was it, a scriptorium?
He told you about that.
He did. We were talking about Hogwarts founders and he mentioned it. Wouldn't say much more though.
我现在是在当双面
he
人吗
seems to think it contains the answer to saving Anne. I think it's likely full of dark magic that is better left untouched.
Wait, you've never been inside?
Of course not. I only know about it because of my favorite aunt, Noctua. She thought like I do. Didn't agree with the family on the use of dark magic. In fact, she'd hoped to convince my family that there was more to Salazar Slytherin than worshipping pureblood status. She'd heard of this scriptorium and thought its contents might shed some light on him. She even found the secret entrance in this very corridor. She wrote regularly to my father about her efforts to gain access, and then she simply vanished. No one else ever tried to enter.
你不会对里面感到好奇吗？我明白你有戒心啊！我现在来当个双面人啊。你应该要写我明白你有戒心，就是当个好像就是似乎很善解人意的人，然后帮他就是降低他的戒心。
That's a bit unnerving. I suppose even if it might lead to answers about what happened to your aunt, it does pose a risk.
Aunt Noctua went down this path with good intentions and lost her life.
对，他的出发点就是担心他的朋友。
You don't know that history will repeat itself. Besides, you said your aunt thought like you. This could honor her memory.
杰出的一
Get
手。
you answers about Slytherin and Sebastian answers for Anne. Your aunt pursued this alone. We could do it together.
I see what you've done here. I confess. You've convinced me. I didn't think it possible. Very well. I shall tell you what I know. Fetch Sebastian, I'll wait.
好，
I hope we don't regret this.
Sebastian, over here.
These braziers grant access to the scriptorium.
Now you'll share? You wouldn't tell me when I practically begged.
It wasn't you who told me what I needed to hear. Opening the entrance has something to do with threes.
Well, 3 heads are better than 1.
不会
It's
都
2 heads are better than 1.
And by that logic, 3 is better than 2. Simple mathematics, Ominous.
还在斗嘴啊啊！不要在我眼前斗嘴。
Revelio.
Remember, 3 braziers are involved.
总共3个，
Someone was actually listening.
不
I
要
do that. Occasionally.
Confringo.
不要在那边打情骂俏。塞巴斯蒂安，
Something's happening.
I hope we're ready for this.
这里是不是？真是的。
Dark, ominous corridors. My favorite.
No comment.
Come on.
为什么会在我面前打情骂俏呢？你们2个是怎样？
Glacius. Lumos.
looks like a locked door. We may want to look around.
啊，我必须证明自己的看法。事情并不像我家人所说的那样。我们不需要使用黑魔法。等我抵达长金楼，我一定要找到证据，证明萨拉扎史莱哲林不只是我们想象的那样。我有写信给我兄弟，他现在知道我是怎么找到走廊的入口，也知道要前往藏经阁没有捷径，那是个迷宫，需要通过许多挑战。我希望我的兄弟能够顺着我的线索，我们一起研究祖先的遗产。
The journal entry, signed by Noctua Gaunt.
Gaunt? Ominous. Your family was here.
I know. She was my aunt.
You knew? And didn't tell me?
Ominous. The journal mentions many challenges ahead.
That's why I said this could be dangerous. Aunt Noctua kept my father informed until she vanished.
放心，你阿姨没有主角光环，我有啊。哦，很久没用上的 repair。
Reparo.
The rubble formed a relief of a person facing a snake.
That must be the voice I hear.
嗯哼，
Lumos.
这样子，与奥米尼斯坦的嘶嘶声啊，你会爬
The
梭语是不
voice
是？
is ancient.
You hear a voice.
It started when you repaired that relief. I hear a whisper saying, "Speak to me." I'm a parcel mouth. I can hear and speak to snakes. Nearly all known parcel mouths are descended from Salazar Slytherin.
I'd like to be able to talk to snakes.
对啊，我也
You
是。
might not want the ability to speak parcel tongue.
会怎样吗？
It's often associated with dark wizards. I haven't spoken it in ages, but I'd wager if I speak it now, the door will open. I'm hoping you're having second thoughts.
怎么会？
I see no reason we should stop now.
没有错，
It's ironic. When I left home, I vowed to leave the dark arts behind, and yet here I am. Stand back.
了解他才能知己知彼，百战百胜啊。
It worked! Ominous. You possess a rare ability indeed.
对呀对呀，好厉害哦！
Between the two of you, I'm starting to feel left out.
Between the two of us.
Never mind.
天哪，塞巴斯蒂安嫉妒了。他到底是在嫉妒谁呢？难说。
There's no clear way forward.
Like a maze. Salazar Slytherin most likely wanted this to be difficult to solve.
The door we came from, it closed. And there's more than one gate ahead.
Then look closely at each gate for clues.
The door closed, it lit up.
萨拉扎史莱哲林把这个藏经楼埋在霍格华兹的深处，在这些漆黑的走道中，我怕我会迷失方向。我虽然是后裔，但我感觉这个地方并不欢迎我。点燃走道中的火盆，这些火盆有帮助，我会勇敢的坚持下去。我会通过重重考验和磨难。OK。
This journal entry, it mentions getting lost and being unwelcome.
Poor Aunt Noctua.
熨斗，这个吓我一跳。
Matching the symbols did open it.
Was about to do that
Lumos.
myself, but you got to it first. Nice work.
再装啊，再装就不像了，大哥。太惊人了！这场旅途虽然痛苦，但收获颇丰。我很快就能找到藏经楼，并探索有关我们学院创始人不为人知的秘密。萨拉扎史莱哲林肯定希望我们这个学院能够更加强大，我很确定。
Noctua references painful and arduous challenges, but also rewards.
Painful. That's the part I'm wary of.
All I heard was rewards. Keep going.
无限大，
Another game.
圈圈跟无限
Slytherin
大
like，to play games.
Must run in the
这样子。
family.
Look in a mirror, Sebastian. That sounded promising.
Another dial solved.
Impressive. Nice work.
这里也
We've
是，
got more to solve ahead.
Search each corridor. It may not be obvious which leads where.
啊，我没有完成表盘，它就像一条真正的毒蛇一样攻击我的脸，但我必须要想办法前进，这是为了我的家族，我不应该强迫小孩接受守旧的 传统，这个长青楼肯定有证据能证明我们遗产不只是想象的那样。
Ominous, your aunt wanted to change your family's traditions.
这个不知道是开哪里的。
She was my favorite person in the world for it.
I spotted something ahead. Looks troubling.
This whole place is troubling, but for my aunt's sake, we cannot stop now.
好，我上是不是？好。
The gate! I think we're locked in. Again.
Then Salazar Slytherin is not yet finished with us.
我可以走了吗？这是恐怖游戏吗？我失去了希望，我被锁在这里。我听到了尖叫声，看见遭到折磨的脸庞。继续向前的唯一办法就是施展不赦咒，即使我想要这么做，也没有施展对象。萨哈拉扎史莱哲林创造出得来的挑战确实很邪恶。我上次跟我兄弟通讯时，我邀请他来这里。如今如果他独自前来找我，我将会引领他步入死亡。虽然我们彼此有所分歧，但我并不希望他受到伤害，真希望我们当初分别时有好聚好散。
Ominous. A skeleton. And Noctua's last journal entry. She mentions being trapped here. Blocked by an unforgivable curse.
This is where she died. This is where we'll die. I shouldn't have listened to either of you.
Ominous, I'm truly sorry about your aunt. But I know what to do. It's going to be difficult.
怎样？你想要承受这个不赦咒是不是？
You said you know what to do.
Tortured faces on the door and crucios etched into the stone. My guess is if we cast the Cruciatus curse, the door will open. That's why Noctua died. She had no one to cast the curse on. Ominous has the most experience with this. He should cast it. You seem to be in Ominous's favor. Will you ask him about this?
我宁可你自己去问他。好了，我帮你问啊。
He does seem a bit cross with you. I'll speak with him.
Good. Work your magic, so to speak.
Magic.
Wish we had some liquid luck.
茯苓
All of
剂。
this could have been avoided.
好了，你不要再抱怨了。
Ominous. I hadn't imagined we'd end up trapped like this.
Salazar Slytherin did. He's to blame for many unimaginable things. I overheard you and Sebastian, and I won't do it. The Cruciatus curse is pure torture, I would know.
Sebastian told me a little of what happened when you were young. Sounds as if you had no choice.
Should have known he would have told you. And one always has a choice. I'm as guilty as the worst of my family. Unforgivable curses won't work unless you really mean them. I had to want to cause pain, and for that I shall never forgive myself. That spells the reason I have no family left. You and Sebastian will need to sort out another solution.
所以不要。
If you cast Crucio, you will regret it forever.
哦，那怎么办？塞巴斯蒂安，你觉得怎么办？
What do we do now? Ominous is not going to cast the Cruciatus curse again.
Ridiculous. As if dying in here is a better option than casting a damned spell. It's up to us. I can teach you Crucio, or I can cast it on you.
Wait, you didn't say you knew how to cast Crucio?
Because I'm not sure I do. Ominous knows that, yet he's left us no choice. I don't yearn to follow in Noctua Gaunt's footsteps. I think I can cast it if I have to.
那好吧，我不想要学习残酷行咒，我想要学习酷刑咒，但你必须要对我释放，叫酷刑，你对我释放吧，我有主角光环。
I want to learn the curse, but I won't cast it on you. You need to cast it on me.
I shan't forget this.
来吧，看我对你有多么爱啊！
Ready?
来吧
I'm，ready.
为什么？为什么是瞄准我的下半身？我觉得塞巴斯蒂安，你是不是对我有意见很大？还好是肚子啊，再往下一点我就绝子绝孙了。 啊，这样子咒咒虐感觉好像没有很厉害呢，就让你肚子
That
痛而已。
pain, it was excruciating. But I'll survive. Let's keep moving.
We made it. We found Salazar Slytherin's scriptorium.
I can't believe we're here.
霍格华兹地下的一个保护良好的密室，萨拉扎史莱哲林似乎曾费时为学生群制定各种长期计划，并反思他与其他创始人的分歧。
Sebastian, ominous. There's a book just here.
You found something.
You two go ahead. Let me know what's in it. I'll wander around a bit.
May I have a note?
好好，再拿给你。你就不能下来找我吗？天哪！
Revelio.
不是这个东西啊！不要再乱喝了，主角。恐怕我们永远也无法达成共识。我无法说服他们任何一个人讲道理。我曾经以为高追克的想法跟我们一致，以为他会明白为什么学生一定要有杰出的才干，但他却自甘堕落。是天真的相信麻瓜出身的人能够跟拥有城镇血统的人一样厉害。当我针对他那些没有明说的想法表示内心中的不满，他相当生气。走廊里到处都是能力差劲的孩子，整天玩扮家家酒、自以为是的女巫跟巫师。我已经受够这种混乱的景象。我也无法再继续看下去。我抱着沉重的心情，明白自己必须离开此地。我会让那只生物在他的房间沉沉睡去，直到有跟我志同道合的人前去唤醒他。那个后辈必须愿意扭转其他人不经意间所造成的损害。他会替霍格华兹除掉没有资格来念书的人，因为他们只会玷污我的遗产。哇，这是什么东西？感觉那个人就是执行动作的那个人就是你耶，怎么办？一定要这样吗？
What do you think?
Looks like a spell book of some kind. This is incredible. A Hogwarts founder's possession. What an honor. Still can't believe Ominous never told me about his aunt and what she found.
What will you do with Slytherin's spellbook?
What I do with every book. Read it. Having professors as parents ingrained that habit early on. But I can do that later. For now, I say we explore this room.
啊，我是已经
It's
explore 了吗？
breathtaking.
I've been getting an uneasy feeling about this place. We shouldn't linger here. Let's find a way out, please.
I don't want to leave, but I owe you. Both of you. Without both of you, we'd never have made it this far.
We were lucky. We could have died. We must swear never to do this again.
I see a way out.
Best news I've heard all day.
啊？为什么只有我？哈？这是什么诡异的感觉？这样子好诡异哦。
Ominous. About your aunt.
Please, Sebastian. I meant what I said before. We swear, right now, never to engage in anything to do with dark magic again.
Understood. I'm truly sorry about your aunt, Ominous.
I suppose after all this, I am grateful to know what happened to her. Thank you.
嗨，等我啊！
You'll never believe what I...
What did you discover in the spellbook we found in the scriptorium?
Salazar Slytherin's spellbook was a little difficult to interpret, but fascinating. Evidently, he encouraged teaching dark magic at Hogwarts. Neither the Imperious Curse nor the Killing Curse was unforgivable during his time. He believed students should be prepared to use dark magic when necessary, not to fear it. That's why we had to use Crucio to gain access to the scriptorium. He didn't want his knowledge shared with anyone who was afraid of the power of dark magic.
我很后悔使用咒咒虐。我同意，我们是迫不得已的。这个就是很难讲啊，也不会说后悔啦。反正我的目的就是多学一个咒语。
It was hard to do, but casting Crucio was our only option.
And I'm glad we did it, because in the spellbook I also found something else. References to a lost relic, which, from what I can tell, grants the holder the power to reverse dark magic curses.
And you think this relic might be able to save Anne?
Precisely. I plan to search for this relic, but I don't think we should tell anyone. Especially Ominous. He wouldn't understand.
我们应该告诉奥米尼斯，我什么也不会说的。 我觉得不要告诉奥米尼斯吧，反正他对这个部分这么排斥，我们就不要逼他啦。
I see no reason to involve Ominous.
I'm glad you agree. When I know more, I shall send an owl. And don't feel sorry for Ominous. Keeping this to ourselves for now is for his own good.
I'll decide what's for my own good.
啊，看来每次我们说不要让他知道，他自己都会知道。
Care to join?
You're a liar, Sebastian. I heard everything. You swore you'd never engage in anything to do with dark magic again.
No, I didn't. I said I understood you wanting that. I'd never swear to give up on finding a cure for Anne.
You don't know when to stop, do you?
I know when not to stop. Leave this alone, Ominous. I'll be on my way.
什么东西？刚刚那个扭曲的是什么？
I am not letting this go.
好哦，现在换我来，又要来当双面人了啊！
Ominous, Sebastian meant well.
I know what I heard. You knew I wouldn't agree with this. Going after that relic is not a good idea. Sebastian doesn't even realize it, but he's as irresponsible and reckless now as his parents were years ago. It's why they died.
塞巴斯蒂安父母发生什么事
I
了？
knew his parents died, but I never heard what happened.
Mr. and Mrs. Sallow were professors. Spent nearly every waking moment in the cellar library. Noses buried in books. Anne and Sebastian were upstairs when it happened. They heard a sudden crash and ran downstairs, but it was too late. Their parents had crumpled to the floor. A defect with the lamp in the cellar caused the room to fill with an undetectable toxin. Sebastian and Anne were helpless. They had no magic yet.
What a horrible story.
It is. That's why I can't understand Sebastian's recklessness. I've practically lost Anne. I cannot lose Sebastian too.
哇，
Please avoid anything to do with that spell book.
看来奥米尼斯把他们当做自己的家人看待啊。那本咒书给了塞巴斯蒂安希望，但是抱歉，就是怎么讲呢？好啦，给塞巴斯蒂安希望啊，你要给他得到希望，你又要这样子剥夺他的希望，我想应该是办不到。我们还是跟着塞巴斯蒂安，就是好好盯着他，这样子才不会就是造成憾事。
Those references in the book seem promising.
Everything to do with Salazar Slytherin seems promising until it's too late. I hope Sebastian pursues this no further, but if you think he might, please let me know.
我为什么要卷入这样子的三角恋呢？
There's no telling what lies in wait for me in there.
不会啊，塞巴斯蒂
You're
安陪
here.
我
Good.
走了。
Sebastian, that relic you mentioned.
I believe one of Slytherin's students stumbled upon the relic during an assignment to study sarcophagi in this catacomb. From what I read in a report by the student, they weren't permitted to take it with them, so I must assume it's still here. As I mentioned earlier, this relic grants its holder the power to reverse dark magic curses. If it's in this catacomb, I have to find it. For Anne. I need to see her.
那位学生报告还有提到什
I'd
么
be
吗？
interested to know what else the student discovered.
Have a look. Unfortunately, there's no name on it, but I suspect if it was important enough for Slytherin to stash in his spellbook, it's worthy of further study.
好了，走吧。
I'm ready to explore the catacomb. Perhaps
我
we
觉得塞
can
巴斯
visit
蒂安
Anne
就是
when
靠
we
我这个
finished.
主角光环，说实在的。
By the way, Ominous has been asking about you. You didn't tell him what we were doing, did you?
I didn't. I promise.
Good. Ominous would be livid
塞巴
if
斯
he
蒂
knew
安比较
what we
重
were
要啊，
about
阿
to
米尼
do.
斯滚。学生报告：地下墓穴作业的成果超出我的预期，学习有关祖先的事情令我大开眼界。不过我偶然间找到了某个不容忽视的东西。大厅后方有个腐蚀严重的区域，那边有个翻倒的石棺。我在里面找到一个形状怪异的遗物，我当下立刻就感觉到什么声音？我也感觉到它的强大力量。我很想要进一步研究这个遗物，可惜我不被允许拿走那个东西。
I'll be interested to compare what lies inside to what I've read about this catacomb.
啊，这个是不是啊？
I'm sure that foul smell is the scent of success. Try not to lose your nerve just yet.
我很傻的在报告中提到了那个遗物，有人提醒我不能去动它，但是比起遵守规定进行研究更为重要。我感觉这个遗物有着什么很不得了的地方。据说被英国像素魔杖选中的人具有很强烈的直觉，我相信这个说法，因此我趁没人的注意的时候采取了行动。我召唤两层屏障，把那个遗物隔绝起来，望祖先原谅。我使用了他们的骨骸作为钥匙，我打算再回去找那个东西。但首先，我必须替下一份作业做好准备，就是学习蛮横咒。据说这个咒语很适合对付敌人。
What did you find?
蛮横咒
Looks like part of a student's diary. It mentions plans to return for the relic and conjuring barricades using bones.
Of course. The student's summary referenced a space beyond the Great Room, which means this can't be a dead end. Let's divide and conquer. You work on sorting out the bone barricades. I'll look around and see what we missed. Hold on to that diary entry. There may be more to it.
It does mention something else. It says their next assignment was learning the Imperious Curse.
Really? Interesting. We need to focus on moving beyond this room. But let me think for a moment.
我的眼神说明了一切。你说你要思考，可是其实在思考在动作的都只有我而已。你觉得这个日记书是从哪里来
Do
的
you
啊
think the pages were left here on purpose?
Slytherin mentioned a student who excelled in charms and always carried a satchel stuffed full of notes. They might have been left on purpose, or the student may have simply dropped them.
好了，
Of course. I'll start to search for those barricades.
Brilliant.
最后一个，
Accio! Guardians of your battle.
真是谢谢你的解说啊，
You've done it.
谢了，真
I
的是
knew
只有
we'd
我在
get
做事
through.。I felt it in my bones.
Nice.
Nice 。
Before we trudge on further, I've just realized something.
嘿，
The student's diary mentions the Imperious Curse. I wouldn't be surprised if we're going to need it here. It's an unforgivable, but useful when you're outnumbered. Places the victim completely under the caster's control. So, if you'd like to learn
为什么你什么都
Imperial,
会
I
啊？
can teach you.
对，我想学习蛮横咒，你怎么懂得使用？学习蛮横咒意味着什么？你怎么懂得使用？
Where did you learn the Imperious Curse?
I taught myself. Don't tell Ominous that I've told you. It's not
怎样啊？
exactly
明明是
something
你
I
老
can
婆是
brag
不是？
about, but it may come in handy. I think you ought to know it.
那学习这意味什
Shouldn't I
么？
know more about what the curse entails?
Remember the blasting curse? Same idea, except when it comes to unforgivable curses, your intention has to be clear. You have to mean it.
好，那对我想学习
It's
蛮横
probably
咒。
wise to know the spell.
I couldn't agree more. A spell that could save your life shouldn't be unforgivable. You have a lot at stake. You have an ability that evidently no
谢谢，我
one's
是百
seen
年
for
一
centuries.
难得一见的练武奇才。22令，
Here we go. Something troubling ahead. Be on your guard.
好，
I see why Slytherin's student was so entranced with this place.
那个遗物蕴藏着庞大的潜力，它的可能性不只是能够造福巫师，还能让整个世界变得更美好。但是要激发出它的潜能，需要黑魔法的献祭，其代价可能过于庞大。拜托了，我们在我们有更深入的了解之前，请不要拿走这个遗物。好啊，
Sebastian! The relic! Look!
天啊，好不祥
Could it
哦！
be? The note and rendition of the relic. It matches. This must be where the student left the relic.
I can't believe it. After all this, it lines up. We've really found it.
What do you suppose is meant by the dark sacrifice required to realize the relic's potential?
I have no idea. But we're here for the relic.
我们需要那个遗物，我们应该别管那个遗物。来都来了，就拿走吧。
I'm willing to ignore what the journal entry says. We're taking the relic.
Agreed. This is meant to be. For Anne's sake, I'm taking it. Let's get to Feldcroft. I must keep this relic secret, especially from my uncle.
哇，奥米尼斯在那边，大哥。
Ominous.
好，我们
Ominous. The sounds we kept hearing. It was you.
You gave me no choice. I had to follow you. Sebastian, please, leave the relic alone. We can find another way to help Anne.
I'm sorry, Ominous, but I'm taking it.
No, you're not. If you won't put it back, then I will.
Hold on, both of you. Sebastian, please, take a step back.
Fine, but Ominous knows
我在训狗狗吗？
I
退
won't
后，
step
布莱
back
塞巴
from
斯
the
蒂安。
fight.
Can't believe this.
How much did you hear?
Everything. I heard you encourage Sebastian to
Sorry.
take the relic.
Sebastian's done his research. He knows what he's doing.
Sebastian makes things sound easy when they could be impossible or dangerous. We need to stop him.
And if nothing will change his mind?
Something has to. I need your help.
啊，哇，怎么办？我跟塞巴斯蒂安是同一阵线呢，可是我也很怕塞巴斯蒂安就是做危险的事情。唉，要当个双面人吗？好，我谈谈好
You're
了。
right. This seems far riskier than Sebastian realizes.
Good. We're agreed. We don't allow him to leave here with the relic.
我看
I
看
do
塞巴斯蒂安
think
怎
we
么
should
讲啊
talk？ to him, but I fear we won't stop him from taking the relic.
What are you suggesting?
I'm suggesting we negotiate. We allow Sebastian to leave with the relic under one condition. After this, no more.
I feel that's what we agreed to in the scriptorium. I'm being taken for a fool.
完蛋了，
You're not
我当双面人的，
This may be the
我
only
被
way
当
to
双
keep
面
your
人
friendship intact.
被揭穿了。
Let's trust him to know what's best.
Fine. If I trust him on this, I'm trusting you too. The dark arts seem harmless until it's too late. Go then. Leave with the relic. I'll not say a word more.
好吧，
I hope I don't regret this.
Sebastian, we're ready.
What is it? I haven't changed my mind.
Ominous has. Let's go.
What? Ominous?
I'll explain on the way. Come on.
Well, what happened back there?
Ominous and I found a compromise.
Ominous simply needs a moment with you and he'll change his mind. Is that it?
I told him we ought to give you this chance, that the relic is too important to ignore.
There has to be more to it than that. Tell me.
We agreed on what was needed, Sebastian. You have my word.
I never wanted to keep all this from Ominous. He just doesn't understand. And I didn't want to worry him all over again.
那你说怎么办啊？你又不想让人家担心，然后又不想照人家画作，哪有这样子两全其美的事情啊？就像我当双面人的道理是一样的。
As we were leaving, Ominous wouldn't even acknowledge me. That's not like him.
He was troubled, Sebastian. Even though we agreed to it all, it's been a lot to take in.
I thought he understood. He knew we couldn't give up. All of this is too important. For Anne. Oh no, this isn't good.
哇，
What
是
is
这
it?
是这样
Smoke,。over there, by the hamlet.
天哪，不会
Darkness
吧
in？trouble. They're under attack.
Let's hurry.
哦，好了，又怎么了？哎，不会吧？这个有这个他是必定的吗？完蛋了！你在安妮前面做这种事情。
Boy! What have you done?
Saved my sister.
With an unforgivable curse. From that damned book, no doubt. Your father would be ashamed. You've gone too far, Sebastian. Stay away from her. From all of us.
What did my uncle expect me to do? The Imperious curse saved Anne's life. That goblin was going to kill her.
我不知道。哦，这个很难讲哎。 怎么讲呢？就是就跟枪一样吧，就是也要用对地方。可是你现在就是持有枪啊，这种感觉啊，就是这个其实可大可小啦。我想一下哦，你这可能是错误的选择，但是我觉得就是保护家人，保护家人不择手段，本来就不然要怎么办？对啊。
You did what you had to do.
If I have to keep proving that to my uncle, I will. He cannot banish me from my own home. From my sister.
It might be best to let him calm down a while. May I speak to him? Perhaps I can help
我
to
要
ease
来
the
当
tension
双
a
面人
bit.
了。
You may be right. Very well. Probably best if I get away from here for a while. I'll head back to Hogwarts.
你说怎么办
What
啊？
was he thinking?
Pardon me, Mr. Sallow.
What Sebastian did was inexcusable. You cannot possibly be about to defend him.
塞巴斯蒂安拯救了他妹妹。
Sebastian and I have encountered Ranrock's loyalists before. That goblin would have killed Anne.
This family does not resort to using dark magic even against our enemies. What Sebastian did cannot be undone. That you are defending Sebastian's behavior at all tells me everything I need to know. You are as guilty as he is. Sebastian is to come nowhere near Feldcroft, nowhere near Anne. Unforgivable curses are so named for a reason. If I hear that either of you continues down this path, if
哇，
either
要
of
打
you
小报告
uses
哎，
dark magic, I will notify the headmaster
我不知道用了多少
immediately.
次。
Why, Sebastian?
Did you speak with my uncle?
有啊，
I wish I had better news about your uncle and Anne.
Well, what did he say?
I'm afraid he wants you nowhere near Feldcroft. Nor Anne.
I had to stop that goblin from killing my sister. He had no right to banish me from my own twin. If he thinks banishing me means I'm going to give up on Anne, he's sorely mistaken.
He also said he cannot excuse the use of dark magic in any form.
啊，因为他
But
以
if
前
he
是正
hears
气
of
师。
either of us using it, he'll go straight to Professor Black.
That relic, dark magic or not, is the key to saving Anne. To reverse that curse. I will not lose Anne for good. I should send the crest to Anne. She'll know that we need to meet.
I'm afraid I don't follow.
Nothing, just a thought. Now I'm more determined than ever to learn what power that relic
我可以
has.
代替你啊。你要寄送什么徽章给
What
安
did you
妮？
mean you'd send Anne a crest so that she'd know to meet you?
We just lost our parents, and we were packing up to go and live with Solomon. We couldn't take everything. She was carefully organizing her prized possessions, a box of artifacts she'd collected to do with our family. Jewelry, cards, old photographs. She got to her favorite, a handmade crest, and without a second thought, she handed it to me. This will keep you safe, she said. It holds no enchantment, but I've kept it with me since. That's how I can reach Anne. I'll get the crest to her with plans to meet.
Be careful, Sebastian. Your uncle could intercept it. We'll be expelled.
Even if Ominous is upset with us, he has no love lost for his family. He'd use their connections to the headmaster if we needed his help.
好吧，那你
I shall wait to hear
再联络
from you
我吧。
Thank you. I very much appreciate you standing by me through all of this.
对啊。
I'll
哎，
send you an owl when I have news.
我也不知道怎么讲塞巴斯蒂安，他做的事情就是都是一心为他妹妹，可是有时候有点走火入魔了。可是该劝吗？感觉我又没有那个立场。可是他是有需要有一个朋友把他拉住吗？我真的是不知道怎样选项才是最好的，是吧？奥米尼斯也很为难，我也很为难，不老是当双面人，不行。我看之后就是坚持。都已经帮到这里，我就坚持就是站在塞巴斯蒂安那边好了。
I thought my owl might pique your interest.
你每次都这样讲。
I came as soon as I could.
I'd been so preoccupied by all that happened with Ominous in the catacomb, not to mention my uncle's reaction, that I'd almost forgotten what it was that struck me about that triptych. This is the view painted on the canvas that was left on it.
That's incredible. You know this area well.
And while I was waiting for you, I scouted around and discovered an abandoned mine nearby, surrounded by Ranrock's loyalists.
Do you think there's a connection to the triptych?
I've no idea, but perhaps they're searching it, the way they did Rookwood Castle and Isadora's Manor. How do we want to handle this?
你也蛮厉害的，这样子就可以联想到这里。或许我们应该避开敌人的注意，我们要发动攻击。我觉得发动攻击是最好的防御，我们就来发动攻击吧。
We need to see what they're doing. I say we
对，
take them
干掉
head
对
on.
方。
Let's bury some enemies.
Very well.
And I still have that rune symbol we found on the triptych. If there is a connection, I suspect we'll see that symbol again.
好，
After
走。
you.
我先请是不是？好哦。果然能打的就只有我一个。
Once again, we could fight our way through or be discreet.
You know which one I'd choose.
我喜欢小心行事，我们小心行事好吗？好，
And the fun is over.
Fun is a relative term.
It is. And that was relatively fun. I should tell you. Rumor is this mine was closed long ago due to an infestation.
Revelio.
又是蜘
So
蛛。
nice. Nothing I haven't seen before.
对，
That's
蜘
the
蛛我也
spirit.
熟了。好，进去了。滚下去。
All around.
This mine looks like a tomb.
It was closed after accidents were reported. Now I see why.
I don't see any goblins in these webs.
Too disgusting for even a spider to prey on.
好坏哦。
How many of Ranrock's loyalists are in here?
我也想知道啊。
Too many. They definitely think there's something here they want. It's no wonder spiders give people goosebumps.
Could be the hairy legs, or the soulless eyes, or the venomous fangs, or any number of endearing qualities, really.
啊，你喜欢吗？
We've still not seen a single rune symbol.
I think we're going to be a bit distracted from runes for a moment.
An unwelcome distraction at that.
We have another fight on our hands.
Why am I not surprised?
色爽哎。
Certainly cleared the room.
You're not a bad chap. For a Slytherin.
For a Ravenclaw, you certainly have a lot to learn.
Sebastian, I think I found something. A canvas piece.
哦，真的吗？
Brilliant. Our efforts weren't in vain after all. Still, something about this place feels odd.
好，这个世界仿佛做一阵水雾飘回到我身边。我失去意识多久了？我只记得他的双眸，两眼空洞无神。没错，眼神中的哀伤消失了，但同时我还记得自己看着痛苦消散时，内心感到了一阵快乐。但接着一切开始逐渐变得掉。我倒下的时候肯定是撞击的头部，我感受不到，也看不到伤痕，却有种抽痛的感觉。但愿这不是黑死病才好，至少他不再感受到痛苦了。哇，感觉好像是西腔嘞。
What do you have there?
A journal entry by Isadora.
Hopefully it will help us unravel more of this mystery.
If the triptych led us here to find this bit of canvas, we can probably assume that Isadora Morganach was here.
She seems to have been everywhere.
But if she was using the Undercroft and the cellar beneath her manor in Feldcroft, why would she create this space?
And why hide it behind cryptic rune symbols? And ancient magic that no one but you could see?
Isadora and Percival Rackham, another of the keepers, could see traces of ancient magic too.
Rackham? I haven't heard his name before.
Here's some of the memories I've seen. I don't think he and Isadora saw eye to eye on how this magic should be used.
This is all rather baffling. Let's take the canvas back to the triptych. Perhaps the answers are there. This place is odd, to be sure. But I'm fascinated by it. Now, for the trek back out of here and to Hogwarts.
是吗？
Unless we can find another passageway to the Undercroft.
对啊，我想这里看起来就是能过的样子啊。
And now for the moment of truth.
It has to fit.
来吧，
Please tell me you recognize the location in this bit of canvas.
The good news is I do. in
万石
fact.
童塞巴斯蒂安。
And the bad news?
We're in for more trouble.
我们 trouble 还不够
I
多
know
吗？
that coast. Ranrock has taken over a huge mine in the surrounding area. Mornweem has suffered for it. It's as bad as Feldcroft's become. Should we head there now?
We should wait.
Why?
All this time, we've been a step behind Ranrock. I may know someone who could help us get ahead.
Who is that?
对方要求我不能说，不告诉你。
Someone who knows Ranrock personally. They asked me not to mention their name to anyone.
A goblin? Tell me I'm wrong.
哇，这样你也猜得
No,
到？
goblins cursed my sister to shut her up. Said she should be seen and not heard.
I do, but not all goblins are.
Not all goblins what? Have you forgotten Feldcroft? Have you forgotten the mine we just went
哇，不
through?
管怎么样，他都要跟我起冲突就
I
对了。
haven't. You're not listening to me.
Why would I listen to someone so ignorant?
哎，你没有想清楚，
You don't know what you're saying. Take a breath for a moment.
Oh,
你最好想清
I
楚
know
你在讲什么啊！
precisely what I'm saying.
哼，
Unbelievable.
爱吵架就吵架，呵，我也不理你。
OK 了，来，塞巴斯蒂安，等我很久了啊！什么？又约网上？
Nothing pleasant about this coast.
怎么样？
I received your owl. Thank you.
I'm glad you came. I spotted droves of Ranrock's loyalists coming up from the coast. Overheard one of them say they're headed to another cavern, like the one we found.
其实我
How are
主
they
线忘了
still
差
one
不多
step
了。
ahead of us? They can't know about the triptych.
I don't
Oh.
know. I did see another memory. This time it was a keeper named Neve Fitzgerald. She was unnerved by Isadora's use of ancient magic. But I still can't be sure how any of it connects to Ranrock.
These keepers are playing games with you. You need to press them for more information.
It doesn't work like that. To access each of these memories, I have to complete a trial. It's not as easy as you think. They're showing me the memories in a particular order.
Either they don't trust you, or you don't care enough about Anne to
Wow,
ask the
亲了欸。
difficult questions.
啊，或许我应该自己做这件事情。我当然在乎啊。
Of course I care, Sebastian. We've come this far.
对啊，不要用你
Don't
的
let
情
your
绪来影响
frustration
我
get。the better of you.
Fine, I'll defer to your keeper friends, for now. But I don't like it.
We don't have a choice. Now, shall we see why the triptych led us here?
完蛋了，
Let's go, quickly.
有时候
Before
塞
we're
巴斯蒂安，我
spotted.
真的很想揍他。
Keep a close eye out. I saw some of Ranrock's crew moving off the path just ahead.
I wonder why.
Raiding, I imagine. This mountain used to safeguard local hamlet valuables. But it's been abandoned ever since Ranrock took hold of the coast.
硬要讲的话，史莱哲林这两位男配，我还反而比较喜欢奥米尼斯诶。虽然有时候奥米尼斯真的蛮啰嗦的。会吸
Kestrels overhead. Some consider them a bad omen.
不会啦，还蛮可爱的。
Not everyone does.
I know that.
All right.
I'm making small talk. I'm not gonna trek up
我
this
就是想要找你聊天
mountain
嘛。
There they are. Let's go.
Wait. We should have some sort of plan.
哇，
I'm
你这么
through
忙啊！
planning.
天哪！不是，你怎么打一打？你怎么跑一跑？给我往后跑！我天哪！我真是被塞巴斯蒂安给气死哎！
They got what they deserved.
哇，臭塞巴斯蒂安！
What were you thinking?
对
I
啊
was，thinking about dead goblins,
You could have got us killed.
but I didn't.
哇，好想揍他啊！天哪！
Looks like Ranrock's loyalists were heading further up the path.
Let's keep going.
塞巴斯蒂安，你们不要这样子，
Revelio.
打架也几乎我在打。
Ramrock's gonna make everyone pay.
Anything made from goblin silver belongs to us.
太多
Did
药
you
了，
hear
喝一
that
喝。
goblin?
Ridiculous notions of ownership. Quietly now.
快点！啊，竟然不是在这里，是不是？好吧。
We must remain unseen. Afraid to fight.
啊，
Over here.
算了，直接来了。啊，下去了。
All of Ranrock's loyalists deserve the same fate. Nice work.
你别再讲了，塞巴斯蒂安。有时候真是要被你气死。
I agree. Only good wizards are dead wizard. Ranrock's got that right, and I'll be most keen to help him achieve his goals in that regard.
哎，我这样子还没有被
This
解除
must。be it.
Sebastian, wait.
Wait. For what? Ugh. Why are you suddenly so cautious?
Listen to me. I know you're angry and frustrated, but charging ahead now could undo all the progress we've made. Lord
冷
Gok said,
静，
Oh, your goblin friend?
Stop it. That's enough. Not all goblins are like Ranrock. I am not the enemy. We want the same thing. To find answers.
I thought we wanted the same thing.
We
是
do.
啊，
Listen to me. Lord Gok has insights into Ranrock that we don't. He told me that Ranrock somehow knows about the Keepers and is searching anywhere connected to each of them. That's why they always seem to be one step ahead. I know what I'm doing. You need to trust me, or I don't see that we can continue together.
Fine, fine. I'm sorry. I'm letting my emotions get the better of me. And I have been for a while. I do trust you. And I don't think I can help out without you.
Good. Ranrock clearly knows more than we thought. We need to be careful and do this right, not just go charging in. We have our work cut out for us. We need to work together if we're going to find the final piece to the triptych.
Agreed.
Revelio.
你知道他就好。老是在那边自以为很有。
So far, so good.
Charming.
Revelio.
Spiders. How fitting.
Confringo.
Almost as good as if I'd done it myself.
Revelio.
你最好。
One nudge and that chest might have fallen.
Oh, I think 3 nudges at least.
你们还在那边讲干话，真受不了。
A staircase leading here. Whatever for?
Revelio.
I don't think anyone's been here for ages. Look at this place. Not really my style. A bit much if you ask me.
这什么东西？哦，是那个伊西朵拉的日记。我有了突破性的进展。我跟教授一起磨练的力量，用来召唤和建造这些美丽梁柱的力量，必须也要经过彻底淬炼，才有办法处理我眼前这个更讲求精细的任务。这感觉有点像是消除记忆，但这股魔法截然不同。在我从心脏的表面抽出最微弱的痛苦时，出现淡淡的云雾，但接着却又快速消散。我自身突然感到一股平静，我好似立刻明白我做的事情是正确的。不晓得那样的云雾是否得以控制。如果说记忆能够存放在厨师盆里面。那么这些云雾也能安全的保存起来，进一步研究。哇，在吸大麻是不是？
We should look for more.
Revelio.
Why couldn't she have kept all her journal entries in one place?
你说呢？大家为什么那个游戏人物都要这样做呢？把日记撕成100片，然后散落在各种地方。我就知道，每次滑下来就是要3罐。哇，你怎么都不会被买啊？那个塞巴斯蒂安看我抽法杖才抽法杖，到底是想怎样？下去。
Nice teamwork.
真的吗？
Nothing like an angry troll to bring friends together.
我倒是不这么觉得。
Revelio. Reparo.
That was a piece of work.
谢谢喽
More。than one.
这么多年过去，我还能帮助我的父亲，我感到很高兴，能够再次听见他的声音。我内心思念难以言喻。我承认，我对于守卫者的反应感到相当惊讶。我早该料到的。他们有能力造福人群，我怎么能够默默站在一旁，什么也不做呢？拉克汉教授没有资格告诉我的能力可以用来做什么。对于我的成就丝毫没有了解，却恣意评判我所做的事情。我内心还存有一丝希望。校长 似乎能够理解我能做的事情。等时机成熟，我会去找他，他说不定能够帮助，也愿意帮忙。在我打听到其他消息之前，我必须独自继续前行，至少暂时如此。但我会去寻找帮手，我会找到其他同道中人，他们会理解我们被赐予的这份天赋，也知道我们有义务去使用它。目前来说，我会把我的知识安全的藏起来，有朝一日我会找到志同道合的伙伴，跟他分享这样的知识。
Find something.
A journal entry. Isadora was here.
他为什么要写那么多日记？
Try levitating that crate to the right spot.
好，知道你不用一直提醒我，好吗？
Revelio. Levioso.
不是，在他这地案，你既然知道怎么做的话，你为什么不？
Revelio.
为什么你就不做呢？
I'm out of breath after all of those stairs, but the view. Well worth it.
你认真？这个 view 还好吧？我感觉自己的能力日益成长茁壮，我内心的使命感无比强烈。我知道我现在做的事正是我应该去做的事。我每天都成功帮助越来越多人，有好多的痛苦，而且我还发现，这股魔法本身似乎证实了我正在做的事情正是正确的。我每次吸入那股云雾，即便只有一点点，我都感觉自己变得更强大。我的勇气有了回报，我把这股魔法使用在正道上，因此有了回报。但是恐怕我必须想个办法，把我目前暂时用不到的力量存放起来。我还不了解这股力量，也不想任凭命运来主宰我。我有个点子，这其中涉及风险，但我认为冒这样的险是值得的。看来有点膨胀咯。
This journal entry sounds worrisome.
This can't be a dead end. Must be another floor above us. Almost as good as if I'd done it myself.
别再自吹自擂啦。
This place can't have belonged to only Isadora.
But the triptych pointed us here. Could this be another area Isadora created?
Isadora must have honed her skill with ancient magic here.
又是日记。我怎么会错得如此离谱？校长不愿意帮助我，我努力跟他讲道理，他就跟其他人一样看不见我的潜力和可能性。我发现我没有办法仰仗任何人，但如今我的力量比以往还要更加强大，而且我知道这要归因于我做的事情。我不会像守卫者那样让这股魔力沉睡。我真是厌恶那些荒谬的名称，讲的好像看守这股力量，把力量据为己有，是什么值得歌颂一样。我承认，我开始担心我这辈子都找不到志同道合的伙伴一起共襄大业。如果真是如此，至少我要留下线索，让后人能够追寻这份知识，这样我心中也能有一丝慰藉。对方将能透过这条道路学习，或许对方能够办到我不能办到的事，也就是治愈这个世界。怎么办？我觉得塞巴斯蒂安是不是又要蠢蠢欲动了？
That the keepers in Isadora didn't see eye to eye on the use of ancient magic.
I wish you could see one of her memories.
你还是不要看好了，我怕你又有什么冲动。没了是不是？
Another ancient magic passageway to the Undercroft. The final piece to the triptych must be here. The final canvas piece to the triptych. We've done it.
Isadora should not have had to keep all this secret.
I know from the memories I've seen that the keepers in Isadora didn't see eye to eye on the use of ancient magic. But I don't understand why she seems to have gone to such great lengths to tell her story without their knowledge.
I wish you could see one of her memories.
So do I.
Perhaps completing the triptych will shed more light on all of this. I cannot believe the journey this triptych took us on.
This is it.
Don't keep me in suspense. Go on, place it.
你不知道啊？这次你不知道是不是？
Another pensive.
This is what we've been chasing.
I wonder.
is it?
Let's find out.
不是说要看吗？来，一起看，一起来洗头。
I cannot bring my brother back, Father. But I can give you peace. Please, have a seat.
Isadora, we are all most intrigued to hear.
We're ready. I've something to show you.
这不是之前看过？
Father, these are my colleagues from Hogwarts. Father hasn't spoken since my brother died. On my travels, I confirmed that which I've always believed. That we have the power to take away pain.
可是他怎么知道就是这样子就可以？就代表他之前有试过啊。
What have you done?
I took his pain.
刚刚那一段是怎么了？刚刚有一段好像被剪辑过一样。
That worked.
It did indeed.
Of course it did. It's Goblin Silver.
I need something much bigger.
All right. It would help if you could tell me more about what it is you're storing.
Magic. Left over from a spell I devised to remove pain, but if used correctly, its power can be used to do even more good.
Why would you want to store such magic away?
I only need to keep it safe until I can convince my colleagues of its worth. Magic like this unnerves some.
Not everyone's ready to wield such power.
Perhaps not. Someone will be.
She took away the pain. I knew it.
我就知道
I knew there was a way to help Anne.
Something isn't right, Sebastian.
What do you mean? You saw what she did.
No, not the memories, the portrait. I think the reason Isadora hasn't appeared is because she can't.
I don't follow.
We have seen that view before. The abandoned home in Felgroth, the destroyed painting, it was her.
So someone destroyed a bit of enchanted canvas, but we found the memory.
Yes, you're right.
We saw what she wanted us to see. We saw what she could do, what you can do.
But I don't know how to do what Isadora did.
Well, then you shall learn. The Keepers can teach you.
I'm not sure that they would. The Keepers believe that removing someone's ability to feel pain, it's a highly complicated, unpredictable form of magic. One that should be wielded with great care. If at all.
If at all? You've overcome all of their challenges. You've more than proven yourself. You can wield it. You have the ability.
我还蛮不喜欢塞巴斯蒂安拼命擒的哎，很烦哎。
Please, talk to the Keepers. If not for me, then for Anne.
要不是你是我朋友，我早就揍你。
Why did the Keepers want to keep Isadora quiet? Why destroy her portrait?
哎，塞巴斯蒂安，你最好给我乖一点，真是要被他气死。